and welcome to another episode of British Carping. Now, I'm only going to be doing 2 voiceovers in this video because I'm not very good at doing voiceovers, so I'm going to try and minimise the amount I do. This is just going to be a quick introduction to the video, and then I'm going to do a quick voiceover in about the middle of the, in fact no, it's towards the end of the video, just to explain to you something very special that happened in this session. The first thing I'll talk to you about then is, what happened when we arrived at the fishery. So I'm going to try and be as quick as possible about this. So when we arrived at the fishery, we didn't pay first because Frank was busy with gardening, so we decided to unpack the car and barrow on to Smoky Joe. Now, we quickly realised that Smoky Joe wasn't really the lake to be on because we didn't see any signs of fish, we didn't see any boshing, no fizzing, so we decided to move on to Bluebell to have a look on there, and yeah, we definitely quickly realised that was the lake to be on because, one, we saw the most signs of fish on it. There was a lot of fish boshing. We saw 7 fish bosh in the space of about 5-10 minutes, so yeah, we quickly realised that was definitely the lake to be on because there was a lot of signs of fish. We decided to go on the left hand side of the lake and fish over to the right hand side of the lake because we saw the most signs of fish on the right hand side of the lake, and the reason we didn't want to fish from the right hand side of the lake and fish close in is because we didn't really want to spook the fish, and we thought it would be much easier just to go on the left and cast to the right to swim on the right hand side of the lake. Once we decided which side of the lake to go on, we decided to go in 2 pegs, one next to the island. Jimmy decided to go in that one, and I decided to go in a swim where I could cast to 2 overhanging trees on the right hand side of the lake. Once we decided which swim we go in, we unpacked the stuff. I quickly got some bait out. I put 5 spoms in each swim. I was fishing towards 2 overhanging trees on the right hand side of the lake. I fished my right hand rod to the right hand overhanging tree and my left hand rod to a left hand overhanging tree, and I baited it both swims with about 5 spoms full of sweet corn, formal pellets and micro pellets. Left it for an hour to give the fish a chance to move into the swim and get down on the bait. Then when I was waiting for the fish to come into the swim and get down on the bait, I was decided to set my bivvy up and my buzz bars and my fish safety equipment, and then I tied some rigs and set the rods up basically. Once I waited an hour to give the fish a chance to move in, I then got the rod straight out. I fished a topped up boardy blowback rig on my left hand rod, a bomb bait knotless knot rig on the right hand rod. Fished them both in conjunction with solid PVA bags, and then I gave it about 20 minutes, and I then quickly realised that my right hand rod probably wouldn't produce a fish because I wasn't getting any line bites on the right hand rod. I was getting loads on the left but none on the right, and I didn't see any fish show under the overhanging tree where I was fishing to. So I quickly reeled that in, put 5 handfuls of bait down my right hand margin, left it for an hour to give the fish a chance to move in, and then I put my right hand rod down my right hand margin, again with a bottom bait knotless knot rig, but instead of fishing it in conjunction with a solid PVA in conjunction with a PVA bag, I decided to fish it with a bit of paste wrap around the bottom bait just to give it a boost and help. It gives off a centre and helps draw the fish towards the hook bait. It makes it more attractive, increases your chance of getting a bite. So yeah, once I got that rod out, it took about 10 to 20 minutes, and I had the first fish on. It was a nice common carp, and here it is.
That's pretty decent, to be fair. Could be £8. So I've set the scales, so I don't need to do that. Just put them straight in the sling, carefully. Try and put them in the middle of the sling to even the weight out. Quick way. Ooh, it's bigger than I thought.
I can't see it.
I can. £9, 6 ounces, so 4 ounces under a double. So pretty pleased with that. £9, 6 ounces. Just hold it up. There we go. Oh, and up. Right, so there it is. £9, 6 ounces. Caught on a bottom bait knotless knot rig, boosted with a little bit of paste, fished down the right hand margin, and the swim was baited up with about 5 handfuls of sweet corn, formal pellets and micro pellets. Cracking stuff, let's get a few pictures.
Let's get us into another. It is
So
11 o'clock.
welcome back. You've just seen me put a 9 pound 6 ounce mirror carp back that I caught down the edge on a bottom bait knotless knot rig, and I caught that fish at about
9.
must have been 10 o'clock, not even 10, it probably was
Half 9.
half 9, 10 o'clock, and then it's about 12 o'clock now, and I've just had an absolutely screaming run on my left hand rod, which I caught cast to a far bank overhanging tree. Fed the swimmer with about 5 spombs of sweet corn, formal pellets and micro pellets. And yeah, I've caught this on a topped up oily blowback rig. The bite was absolutely insane. I was in my bed chair, just looking at my bite line, and all of a sudden my left hand rod came into action and it absolutely screamed off. In fact, the rod nearly came off the rest, nearly went into the lake. But I'm into what feels like quite a decent fish at the moment. In fact, it feels pretty decent, so I'm gonna have to concentrate now.
It's fucking freezing.
I've had this fish on for about 10 minutes now and he's still not giving up.
Yeah, I got stuck in my sleeping bag. I got my legs all wrapped up.
Yeah,
He's over there. I was there. That's a few in the t-shirt. It looked decent when he curled over.
just make sure everything's ready.
It's a double. It looks a double. What do you want me to do?
No, it's not a double.
Nah, it looked bigger in when you were down there then. Come out.
Oh, fucker got me lead again, I think. Yeah. Bastard got my lead. This isn't good. At least the lead system works, I suppose.
Yeah, but that's 2 leads now. I know your lead's there. Oh no, it's not. You need to wrap this up quick because it's fucking freezing.
Oh, bastard.
Yeah, I'd say 10. Just under 10. Do you want me to just try and get the...
Here we go.
I'll try and get it on here.
Oh! 11, I think. But anyway, put the light in the middle. 10. Okay. 10 pounds.
You can't really get it on this.
10 pounds, 2 ounces.
£10 too.
Hold the bastard up. Right, so there he is. A 10 pound, 2 ounce common. Caught on a topped off oily blowback rig. Fished to an overhanging tree on the far bank. Fed the swimmer about 5 spombs of sweet corn, formal pellets, micro pellets. Absolutely cracking stuff. Pristine carp.
Apart from that fuck off scar on the side.
I'd just like to take this opportunity to wish my friend from college named Ashley a happy birthday. He's probably he's 18 today if it's 12 o'clock, so I'd like to wish him a happy birthday. Let's get a few pictures of this one and then slip him back. Right, so good morning. It's about, well, in fact it's exactly 5:35 now because I've just checked on the clock. I recast the rods about, it must have been 4:30, 5 o'clock. I recast my left hand rods back on my long overhanging tree swim. Before I cast the rod back out, I actually put 5 more spawns out just to basically top the swim off and make sure there's still some bait in the swim, and just to keep the fish attracted to the swim and keep them feeding, and also to draw the fish back in the swim because I hadn't fed it in a while. And then I retied some rigs, and then I cast my left hand rod out first, and then I put about 5 handfuls on the right hand margin swim and recast that rod as well. And if you remember from last night, the rig that I used down the margin was a bottom bait knot as knot rig wrapped in paste, so I retied that rig, and then I got that out second, but obviously I put some bait out first for the same reason that I just said, that I baited up my, oh, it's going through my other line. So yeah, I baited that swim up with 5 handfuls first. And then I got that rod straight out there, and within about the space of
10 minutes.
Space as well, yeah, 10-20 minutes. My right hand margin swims absolutely, my right hand rod's absolutely roared off with what feels like a decent common carp at the moment. So I'm going to have to concentrate now to get this in, and I'll talk to you if we get it on the bank. Get some shots of the bend in the rod, gets it now. Missed the chance, that way.
Did you go over your line?
Right then, so there it is, 10 pound 3 ounces, caught on a bottom bait knot as knot rig. Cast down the right hand margin, and the swim was fed with full mull pellets, micro pellets and sweet corn. Absolutely pristine common. Let's get a few pictures, shall we? Down, up a bit. There you go. Put it down now, do it. That's pretty sick, that is. It's confusing. The size of it will have to look dodgy. Right then. How long you had that one?
Right then, so this is going to be the last voiceover of the video, and most probably the campaign. I didn't really want to do 2 voiceovers in this video, but I felt that I really needed to do one for to explain to you what you're about to watch next, because it was a pretty special moment, if I'm being honest with you. So you've just seen me put a common carp back, caught down the edge on a bottom bait knotless knot rig. Now, at the time when we were on the session, I felt that that fish was going to be the last fish of the entire session, if I'm being honest with you, because about 10 minutes after we put it back, the swim just went completely dead. The fish stopped showing, and also the line bites started to die down. Yeah, I really thought that was going to be the last fish, but around 7 AM I noticed that there was quite a few fish showing in the shallow layers of the water in front of me. In fact, there was quite a few large fish showing in the shallows. So I decided to add boiling water to my bait mix, which consisted of formal pellets, micro pellets and sweet corn, to make it nice and sloppy and to create a nice cloud which would draw the fish up to the shallow layers of the water and also keep the fish that are already up there in the shallows. So once I added boiling water, I put about 5 spoms full of it into towards the area where I saw the fish, and then I clipped both rods to that distance, and basically I decided to put zigs on both rods. I started off with a 2-foot zig and a 4-foot zig, just to start shallow, and I was going to work my way up to the shallower layers basically. So yeah, I started off at 2 and 4 foot, got the rod straight out there, and then about 20 minutes later I had my first fish, and it was unfortunately it was just a small F1. And at the time I thought I was just going to get hassled by a load of F1s, but I decided to persevere. I got the rod straight back out, and then when I was actually putting the bobbin on the line, the line tensioned, and I was into what felt like an absolutely massive fish, and it actually turned out to be a huge fish. It was just a really special moment, a really special fight. So yeah, it's coming up now, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Took effort.
Nice one.
Right, we'll put it in the net, rest in the net for a sec, Jimmy. That will just get me that bank storage.
Which one, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you was filming that boy one.
Yeah,
This one's on film.
How is it? Well,
Yeah.
good by the way.
That one ain't on yet.
It's got a massive head. Oh, blooming hell, that's big.
It's bigger than you think.
Yeah.
I was seeing it. Your alarm's going off again, guys.
Bloody hell, fire.
Oh my god. That's a good one.
This is my biggest fish on a zig. You ready for this?
It's about 21 or so.
I'd say 20. 21. If it is, I'm going to have a cardiac arrest. Because that's my personal best, that is.
Yeah, mine's 21 as well.
No, mine's 18.
Is
And
it?
off the surface on here.
Oh, right.
So, all in the
Mine's-
shallow layers of the water.
Oh, right.
You ready?
32, isn't it?
32.
Ooh.
Go on.
19 pound. Bang on.
Blimey heck.
Beat mine, you bastard.
Go on, results.
You fucker. How could you
Filming?
beat mine? Yeah.
Right, so I'm absolutely over the moon now. I've just weighed the fish. 19 pounds on the dot. It might be an ounce over 19 pounds, but it's definitely beating my personal best of 18 pound. Caught on a 2-foot zig, fished over spommed spot, and it was the spom mix was just formal pellets, micro pellets, sweet corn, and I've added a load of boiling water to it to make it nice and sloppy, create a nice cloud, draw the fish up, and I cast it out, had an F1 straight away, cast it back out, and I didn't even get to put the bobbin on. before it absolutely ripped off, and that fight was just unbelievable. And this campaign has definitely been one of the best campaigns I've ever done. This is why I come to Astwood Fishery, for the massive fish that inhabit its lakes. Let's hold it up then.
Hold it up and then I'll get pictures.
Well done, lad.
Ready?
Would you want pictures now?
No.
Unfortunately, the fish that you just seen was actually the last decent sized fish we had on that session. I managed to catch another carp on the zigs, but it was only well, 4 or 5 pounds, so I slipped that one straight back and didn't get any footage of that one. And then from then on, it just the swim just went completely dead. I don't know if it was because I overfed the swim, or the fish just went back on the bottom. I really did not have the energy or the bait, in fact, to go back on the bottom. So I just tried to persevere with the zigs and see if I could nick an odd bite, or get a lucky bite, basically. But unfortunately, it didn't pay off, and I didn't manage to catch any other fish on that session. So yeah, we packed up and went home and left with that fish. But I'm not complaining, because that 24-hour session was probably one of the best 24-hour sessions I've had in my life, to be honest with you. It was just an absolutely cracking session. The fish were really good. I beat my personal best, and the banter was really good with Jimmy as well. So yeah, I was really happy with that 24-hour session. This is the end of part 3. Stay tuned for part 4, which will be coming out in the next 3 or 4 weeks. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.